Okay, operator, can you please next slide? Okay, the next is the literature review. The literature review of this research first is vocabulary, the second is perception, and the last one is Netflix. Vocabulary is a set of words known and used within a language to construct meaning in a written text and communication at large, according to Al-Kahni 2015. And for the perception, according to Unemori 2018, he said that the perception is defined in accordance with the opinions and views of someone. And from the Netflix itself, Netflix is a subscription-based streaming service that allows mention to watch TV show and movies without commercials on an internet-connected device based on help.netflix.com. Okay, next slide.
Perception. The perception is defined in accordance.
The next is the research methodology. The first is research design. This research applied qualitative method and setting and data collection technique. The data in this research were primarily gathered from interview and collected by WhatsApp application. Furthermore, the interviews were taken on July 3rd and July 4th, 2022. And talk about the data collection techniques, the interview. According to Wellman and Prager, the interview is a data collected method which usually involves personal visit to respondents at home or at work. So it implied that interview is a kind of discussion or conversation by inquiring the participant around social world in their life. The next is the participant. The participant of this study was urban and regional planning major student at Sumatra Institute of Technology, Bandar Lampung. There were 4 students that become the respondent that consists of 1 male and 3 females. Okay, next slide. Okay, the next is the result of this, or I call it the findings and discussion. According to the findings, students have a positive response to the use of Netflix series in learning English, especially to acquire the new vocabulary. The results indicate that the majority of the students agree that by watching Netflix series in English subtitles can be beneficial for them. From the excerpt, we can know that there are some students use English subtitles for learn new idioms and word construction. They can enrich their word choice, grammar, and also they can develop their vocabularies. According to the Mandasari and Octaviani 2018, by employing any kinds of techniques to learn a language, like listening to English sounds,
and memorizing the vocabulary,
describing image, and watching film can be such an effective way to learn English. So I can conclude the findings and from the according Mandasari and Octaviani research, when we learn a language, we must have a technique. And one of the technique, it can be Netflix, because Netflix found to be interesting media to use and also to learn a language. And on the other hand, one of the participants clearly said that Netflix series help them to learn a language, but also to learn a culture of other country. Next slide. Okay, the last one is the conclusion of this research. What is the conclusion of this research? The findings of the present study conclude that Netflix series are powerful learning media that can assist students acquire new vocabulary. Almost all the variables of item get a positive perception based on the study of at Sumatra Institute of Technology, Bandar Lampung. From the students' interview, the researchers concludes that students do believe that by watching Netflix series, especially with subtitles, can be beneficial for them in learning English. Besides that, students answered so that they agree that Netflix series are fun and entertaining. Next, regarding to the result, they believe that Netflix series motivate them in learning English. Okay, so that's all I can say about my mini research. I hope this presentation, or I hope my research can be beneficial for all parties. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Okay, next, now we would like to invite our second speaker, Siti Anissa. time is yours.
Thank you for the moderator. Can you share the PPT first?
Sorry Kak, oh wait a moment ya.
Okay. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon all. I would like to say thank you for coming in this Expo Mini Research. Let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Anissa from English Education Study Program, Islamic University of Ash-Shafi'iyah. In this opportunity, I would like to present my mini research with the title, The Effectiveness of Mind Mapping for Teaching Vocabulary. Okay, next slide first. Okay, here the chapter 1 is about introduction, consists of background of the problem, research questions, and the aims of the research. For the background of the problem, vocabulary is a crucial learning English, especially from foreign language learners. Vocabulary teaching can be done in several ways, but also we know there is many problems in learning vocabulary can be identified as a method of transcription, technique, and etc. And another problem, the students have low ability in mastering vocabulary. It is known like from their test score and do not reach KKM, and from the explanation of the teacher. And in this problem, it's also due to the lack motivation and interest to learning English. They need to learn this through. Yeah. But method or technique can be make students feel comfortable and motivated in learning. So finding an exact way to make students interested in improving their vocabulary, it is important. To help students improve their vocabulary mastery, a teacher needs to apply the right techniques, right? So in this research, one technique that can be used in teaching vocabulary is mind mapping. So for the research question in this research is about is there a significant effect in the use of mind mapping for teaching vocabulary? And also for the study aims to find whether there is significant effect in using mind mapping to teaching vocabulary. Next slide. Can you next slide? Okay, the second chapter is about literature review, consists of vocabulary and mind mapping. According to Hirayat of 2013, vocabulary is the basis for the development of language. It could be said that vocabulary is one of important elements to support the foreign language skill. As we know, there is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. That is why vocabulary can be ignored, and it's very important, especially in learning a certain language. It is worth nothing to master the grammar of prose if the speaker doesn't have adequate vocabulary to express his ideas. Without vocabulary, speakers cannot convey meaning and communicate with each other in particular language. And for mind mapping, according to Al-Jarf 2011, a mind mapping is a graphic organizer in which the major categories radiate from the central idea and subcategories are represented as branches of larger branches. In other words, the mind mapping as a diagram used to information visually. A mind mapping is often created around single word or text and placed in the center, to which associated the ideas, word, and concept are added. My major categories radiate from a central node and lesser categories are sub-branches of large branches. Okay, next slide. Here for the third chapter is about research methodology. Consists of research design, setting, sample, data collection technique, and the last data analysis technique. Quantitative methodology is adopted in this study, and this research was conducted at Miss Al-Mu'awanah BKCCP, West Java. The time of the research began in 1 to 40 July 2022, which was for 2 weeks. And the sample in the study is 20 students who are elementary school students with grade of Miss Al-Mu'awanah. And the tools of data collecting used in this research was written tests. The researcher administers twice that were pre-test and post-test. A test I gave in a short examination of knowledge with questions that must be answered by students. The researcher gave the written test and measures the students' vocabulary using in mind mapping technique. The test is the form of multiple choice test with 20 tests, and the students got 25 minutes to do the test. And the last is the data analysis technique. Is this research is the test. Okay, next slide. Okay, the fourth chapter is about result and discussion. As you can see the picture about the result, before giving the treatment, the average pretest score of the student was 60.75. Most of the students got low score. However, the average score the students got in the post-test was 42.775. The students got higher score than the pretest. Then the researcher calculate the students' difference scores between pretest and post-test result. So it can be concluded that there is a significant differentiation between pretest and post-test score that was 26. And then the data from the table show an important improvement between the pretest and post-test significant equals 0.00 less than 0.05 means the effect of using mind mapping for teaching vocabulary. Meanwhile, mind mapping contributes to improving students' vocabulary ability at 0.760 means equal 0.76 means 76%. And it's mean a 76% increase in the student's vocabulary ability to use mind mapping, and then the remaining 24% is due to other factors. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, for the discussion the result of the data analysis and the test, the researcher believe that students' vocabulary items are improving for some results. Firstly, that they didn't get bored in class. Secondly, that students could be faster, more easily understand and even remember the vocabulary. And last or thirdly, most of students' motivation in learning were around because they feel happy and help mind about the materials given. Next slide. Okay, the last chapter is about conclusion. The study was to determine whether mind mapping techniques in teaching vocabulary, especially concrete nouns, are effective for teaching vocabulary. Based on the analysis result, it showed that the mind mapping technique looked like good technique for teaching vocabulary. It was referred from the calculation of the t-test and effect size. Okay, I think that's enough for my presentation about my mini research. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Siti Anissa, for the enlightenment. Okay, the next, now we would like to invite our third speaker, Rohayati. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Can you please share the PPT?
Wait a minute ya, Kak.
Okay. Ya, oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh. Iya, oke. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Before we start, I want to say thank you to Allah for His grace that we can gather in this moment today, and for everyone in here that's joined in this expo today. So, introduce myself. My name is Rohayati. Today, I'm going to talk about student perspective of Duolingo application to improve English vocabulary mastery. Okay, next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is a table of content that I explained step by step. The first one is introduction, and next literature review, research methodology, result, and the last is conclusion. Next slide. Yeah, why I choose this research? Okay, it's because, you know, English is important language to communicate with one another in the world. And English is also one of the foreign language which is subject in school that must be studied by student in formal education. And you know, an important part of language study is the vocabulary. And teacher at school teach vocabulary with different term in each meeting. Some students find the memorizing method it's difficult and uninteresting. In this modern era, technology has grown so fast not to be a difficult things to make the learning process more interesting. And I found the application, the name is Duolingo. I think this is one of the best application for learning vocabulary. And of course, I want to know about the student opinion and student perspective of using this application. Okay, next slide. Yeah, based on the problem that I'm talking about, this research question is as follow. What is the student interest in vocabulary that would be taught by using the Duolingo application, and what the student perspective toward the use of Duolingo application? And the aim of the study were to know the student interest vocabulary that would be taught by using the Duolingo application, and to know the student perspective of using the Duolingo application. Next slide. Yeah, before we talk about the research methodology and the result of this research, we have to know about the vocabulary and the Duolingo application. Okay, first I want to talk about vocabulary. Richard and Nadia in 2002 says that vocabulary is the basic element of language. It proves the learner's use of language and how well learners speak, listen, read, and write. Meanwhile, Jan and Jiva in 2009 have stated that vocabulary or knowledge of the meaning of the word is perhaps the most obvious language skill that influences reading development. This is quite clear if we try to understand a sentence in which most of the word that we don't get the meaning. Perhaps the page from an advanced specific text in reading vocabulary knowledge has an important role. It is starting in the early grades when it influences the development of the word reading skill. Okay, next slide. Yeah, this is the Duolingo. Can you please next. Okay. Yeah, Duolingo. Yeah, Duolingo is one of the popular application for learning English that has been downloaded by more than 300 million users in the world. The company's mission are to make education free, accessible to all users and fun to learn. Duolingo is designed to feel like a game in the learning process, and it is scientifically proven to be effective in learning the language. And Duolingo is an application that is designed to help students learn language easily and have fun. You can download in App Store or Play Store because it's free, and the lesson include basic 1, basic 2, price, food, animal, plural, verb, and many others. Okay, next slide. Yeah. Okay, you can see in the slide, this is the screen of application Duolingo. These questions require learner to type of a translation, respond to voice prompt, identify which picture relate to specific word or sentences, and select answer from a multiple choice list. Next slide. Okay, next slide is about the research methodology. I want to expand about research design, setting, participant data collection, and data analysis technique. Yeah, in this study, I use qualitative methods. Qualitative research involves processing and generating descriptive data such as interview with the 10th grade in a senior high school. The study was carried out by a learner in 10th grade. The study was conducted from June until July 2022. An interview were conducted before and after trying to use of Duolingo application. This is interview content question about their perspective of Duolingo application and what their opinion after using this application. Okay, next slide, please. Yeah, the result is the interview results show that all students are interested in using Duolingo application because the image presents are amusing and interesting. This application is simple to use and students can still understand the vocabulary. They also have chosen Duolingo as learning tool because it is one of the media that can help student vocabulary mastery. And then students have a positive perspective of the use of Duolingo in learning English, especially vocabulary. And it has many benefits to supporting student learning process because it could increase, convert, enjoy, and motivate student English skill. And then, however, if used for extended periods, several students become bored, and some students find it difficult because they have to be connected to an internet connection. That's why the use of this application must still have an internet connection. Next slide. And the last is conclusion. The conclusion from this study, is that all students are interested in using the Duolingo application, and then students have a positive perspective of the use of Duolingo in learning English, especially vocabulary. The suggestion for the teacher can use this application to improve student vocabulary and to make the lesson in class more effective beside the traditional method of teaching. But there is still monitor in the use of cell phone if they are used in a school. Okay, I think enough for me. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm ready to take any question you may have. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for the presentation. Next, we would like to invite our first speaker, Audita Fairunisa. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for moderator. Please share screen my PPT.
Titipo.
Hai. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, good afternoon, audience. How are you today? Let me introduce myself. My name is Audita Fairunisa. Thank you for moderator and thank you for participants. Today, I want to present my mini research about teaching vocabulary through spelling bee for junior high school students. Next slide, please. Table of content. The first, introduction, and the second, literature review, and the third, research methodology, and the fourth, research and discussion, and the last, conclusion. Next slide, please. Please, next slide. Okay, first, introduction. Junior high school is the level of a basic education in a formal education in Indonesia, which taken after graduating from elementary school. The learning process and the ability to spell words are very important. in improving English knowledge skills in general. Vocabulary can help improve knowledge mastery so that knowledge learning and the new vocabulary. This spelling bee is basically the basic foundation of English knowledge skill that can affect listening, writing, and speaking skill. And the next result question, what are students' responses toward the use of spelling bee in learning English vocabulary? And the last, the aims of the research. To know the students' response of the spelling bee to learn English vocabulary. Next slide, please. And the second, next, literature review. The first, vocabulary. According to Paris 2050 page 10, says that vocabulary is an essential building block of knowledge, and as such, it makes sense to be able to make sure learners knowledge of it. And the second, spelling bee. According to Ruangan Rahayu 2009, a spelling bee is a kind of competition where the competitors have to complete to spell words given correctly. And the last, junior high school students' characteristic. Junior high school or the SMP is the level of formal basic education after going through the elementary school level. In general, participants at this level of education are 12 to 14 years old. Next slide, please. Okay, next, research methodology. Research design, this study uses quantitative as students' data collection as the use of vocabulary in spelling bee. The participants of this study were 32 students from junior high school. The data of this study were taken from grades 7 until 9 of study of junior high school students. And then spelling bee uses this data method as a teaching method for learning vocabulary. Then next, the research data. Collection uses questionnaire via Google Form. And the last, this data research data concluded on 40 Juli 2022 via the Google Form. Okay, next slide, please. Then next, result and discussion. And the first question, do you students like learning vocabulary in spelling bee? The data of this study concluded that most students as well as the result of this research data were 96.9% in the students like learning vocabulary in spelling bee. And as some students as well know, the result of this research data are 3.1% in the students and dislike learning vocabulary in spelling bee. And the second question, do you students have difficulty learning vocabulary in spelling bee? The data of this study concluded that most students answer yes. Then the result of this research data, well, 75% of the students have difficulty learning vocabulary in spelling bee. And some students as well know, the result of this research data, where 25% of the students have no difficulty learning vocabulary in spelling bee. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, next, third question. Do you are students important for vocabulary learning in spelling bee? The data of this study concluded that all students answer yes. The result of this research data were 100% in the students important for learning vocabulary in spelling bee. And the fourth question, do you students need vocabulary learning in spelling bee? The data of this study concluded that the most students answer yes. The result of this research data were 96.9% in the students need vocabulary spelling bee in the spelling bee. And some students as well know, the result of this research data are 3.1% in the students not need vocabulary learning in the spelling bee. Right, next slide, please. Right. There is a 5 question. Do you can students understand English vocabulary in spelling bee? The data of this study concluded that most students answer yes. The result of this research data were 96.9% of students can understand English vocabulary in spelling bee. And some students as well know, the result of this research data were 31% in the students cannot cannot understand English vocabulary in spelling bee. Next question. Do you students often use spelling bee in learning vocabulary in the class? The data of this study concluded that the most students experience the result of this research data were 81.73% after using spelling bee in the learning vocabulary in the class. The result students also know the result of this research data were 80.78% in students not after using spelling bee in a learning vocabulary in the class. Alright, next slide, please. Okay, next seven question. Do you can students improve vocabulary in using spelling bee? The data of this study concluded that all students answer yes. The result of this research data were 100% in the students can improve vocabulary in using spelling bee. And the next question. Do you students always should use a spelling bee for learning English vocabulary? The data of this research study concluded that most students answer yes. The result of this research data were 81.73% of students always use spelling bee for learning English vocabulary. And some students answer no. The result of this research data were 80.78% in the students not always use spelling bee for learning English vocabulary. Boleh next slide, please. Okay, and then my question, you ask students are very effective in learning vocabulary in spelling bee. The data of this research study concluded that the most students answer yes. The result of this research data were 96.9% of students very effective in learning vocabulary in spelling bee, and some students answer no. The result of this research data 3.71% in the students not very effective in learning vocabulary in spelling bee. Next, the last question, or 10th question. Do your students have activities and disabilities in learning vocabulary through spelling bee? The data of this study concluded that all students answer yes. The result of this research data, 100% is that students have activities and disabilities in learning vocabulary through spelling bee. And next slide, please. And the last conclusion. For the survey, it can be concluded that some students still have a lot of vocabulary difficulties in spelling bee. Spelling bee is very effective in using vocabulary for junior high school students. This spelling bee is very useful so that students know their vocabulary mastery skill, so that students must teach vocabulary through learning English for junior high school students. Okay, I think there's enough for presentation of my mini research. Thank you for moderator and thank you for participants. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for the presentation. Next, we would like to invite five speaker, Elfrida Situmorang. Time is yours. Kak Elfrida, in here.
Sorry. Thank you for moderator. Can you please share my PPT?
It's done.
Kak Frida, can you hear my voice?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because for His mercy and guidance we can gather today. Introducing, my name is Elfrida Stumorang. This afternoon, I will present the result of my research entitled Students' Perception of the use of English song in vocabulary master. Next slide, please. Okay, just go to chapter 1, which is the background of the research. English is an international language that is indispensable when we go abroad, especially countries that use English as their mother, such as England, America, Australia, and so on. As we know, English is used as a communication tool in the field of work such as international business and education. In language teaching, there are 4 skills that must be taught, namely listening, speaking, reading, and writing. The 4 skills will be supported by other components to make language skills good. One of them is vocabulary. The more words you know, the more you can understand what you hear, read, and the better you can say what you want to say or write. Vocabulary is the first language element that must be mastered. Joshi 2005 discussed the Matthew effect, which states that students who know more vocabulary will continue to learn more. For students whose vocabulary reservoir is low to begin with, unfortunately, it will remain low. In learning vocabulary, many students have difficulty in mastering vocabulary. To make students excited in the learning process, teacher must be creative in delivering the material. In other words, the classroom, using a precious learning media. Song is an interesting medium that overrides imagination. Songs are usually easy to understand. It motivates and makes the relationship between teacher and students closer. Songs are an effective medium for memorizing something. According to Intani 2012, songs are one of the most valuable educational tools that help language acquisition as well as students for overall physical and mental development. Songs can provide interesting learning media. Carr in Nelson Smith 2008 defines that perception is an image made at a time or place that is perceived by the mind. Perception is an external awareness of two objects, namely thoughts and absolute space in the present moment, so that something students see sends a message to their minds that what they see is the truth. And based on this explanation, it can be assumed that if a person who has an interest, then he indirectly benefits from the song. Please, next slide. Moderator, can you please slide?
Down, Kak.
Oh ya.
Down, Kak.
Hah?
Sudah. Dari sini sudah.
Oh, di sini belum.
Yang literatur review.
Oh iya. Okay. Based on the background that I have, can find a light the formulation of the problem that I raised in my research is what are the students' perception about the application of using English songs to master vocabulary, and how do students think if songs are applied in the learning. Here's my theory study. Here is previous research. My previous research consisted of 2 studies, namely from Sang Lolong and Ningrum Perwitasari, both of which relate to the application of the use of songs to master vocabulary in learning English. Next slide, moderator. Okay. Research methodology. Therefore, I conducted a similar research with the following design, time and place. Place of research, senior high school, stage 1, Babelan. Time, July, November 2022. Data collection, the population is class 10 students. Sample students pool as students 10A science class with 30 students. Resource analysis technique using qualitative descriptive. Next slide. From this research, I get the following results. 25 out of 30 students answered present. 24 out of 30 students answered not boring and eliminate boredom. Next slide. 20 out of 30 students answered effective. 24 out of 30 students answered entertained. Next slide. Makes brain fresh. When listening to English songs, especially in learning English, it's very easy for me to remember words and their meanings. Next slide. 25 out of 30 students answered increased vocabulary skills. 24 out of 30 students answered increased speaking skills. Next slide. "24 out of 30 students answered increased listening skills." Okay, next slide. Okay, from result that I have described, it can be concluded that based on this research, students are more inclined towards the positive influence of using English songs on vocabulary mastery. 28 students agreed that English songs were used in learning English. They agreed that because the use of English songs made the classroom atmosphere more fun, not boring, entertaining, not stressful, and is higher to listen to anywhere. Even if not in class, 25 students stated that their vocabulary mastery increased when English songs were used as learning media. Okay, thank you for enough. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Now, in this time for question and answer session, I will read the first question in the chat room. If you have any question, if you any question, if you have any question, you may write in chat room or raise your hand. Okay. The first question comes from Siti Sarah from Nina Nur Amelia. The question is, please Nina Nur Amelia to answer the question. The next question is, I would like to ask for the first presenter, Nina Nur Amelia. As we know that today, teenagers are excited to watch movie or TV series in Netflix to improving their English skills. But unfortunately, we know that in internet, including on the Netflix, there are some poor signs in the movies that inappropriate for the teenagers, such as cruelty, crime, that can be imitated by teenager. What do you think about that? Can you give me that solution about it? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for. Wait, I read the question again. It for Salma Ayu. Okay. It's from Siti Sarah. Okay, thank you, Siti Sarah, for the question. I try to answer based on my knowledge because I am the user of Netflix series too, and I think there's a lot of movies or there's a lot of genres that can we choose, and we can choose any genres and any movies yang tidak ini. I'm sorry, I'm using bahasa Indonesia sedikit-sedikit ya. Jadi banyak di Netflix series itu yang memang genrenya itu tidak selalu cruelty, crime, and other things that we know. There's a lot of a cartoon and there's a lot of movies that in a good genre. and one of my favorite is N with an E. And I think kalau kita mau menerapkannya ke children, or kalau kita mau menerapkannya ke students, kita bisa kasih arahan ke mereka. Mungkin kalau untuk masalah genre itu masalah dari teacher dan studentnya pribadi masing-masing. Mungkin itu saja kalau masalah yang seperti itu. Thank you, Siti Sarah.
Thank you, Kak Nina. The next question. I would like to ask to third speaker, will this application take up a lot for quota it is used, and what are the positive and negative impact of using this application?
Oke, Feby ya berarti.
Iya, Kak Rohayati.
Oke, thank you Liga Valiansyah for your question. Aku akan menjawab. Jadi, will this application take up a lot of quota if this use? I think it's not. It's about quota, it's not take up a lot. But in this research, I found one student, they have an internet connection like a Wi-Fi in her house. So that's why they have an constraint. And what are the positive and negative impact of using this application, Duolingo? Of course, is a positive impact. You can find a new word, a new vocabulary in this application. And so far, I think I can find negative impact for this application. I think enough for my answer. Is it clear?
Thank you for your answer, Kak.
Okay, thank you.
And the next question. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I'm Salma Ayu Belkis from Siliwangi University. I would like to ask question for the first presenter about perception of Netflix as a medium to acquire new vocabulary. Well, we as an English learner or a student use Netflix series to learn vocabulary. Sometimes there are problems such as one of them is that it makes students forget to the instruction for focus on paying attention to word of vocab that they want to learn, and instead of focus on actors that played the role in the series or focus in the story of Netflix series. So the question is, how do you as prospective teacher deal with the problem? Thanks. Kak Nina.
Okay, thank you for the question. I believe in word learn while playing. So based on my own experience, I got a lot of new English skills, and I think movies really improve my speaking skills, my vocabulary skill from movie, and I also interest with the actor. I also interest with the movie, but like I said, I believe in word learn while playing. So lama-lama kita akan terbiasa dengan perkataan-perkataan mereka. Karena kenapa saya juga conduct mini research ini Netflix series, bukan Netflix aja, karena kebanyakan Netflix series itu in English language. So I think dan Netflix ini dia menyediakan subtitle yang well conducted, well prepared, grammarnya bagus, word constructionnya bagus. So I think learn while playing is okay. I think that's enough from my answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Nina. Next, I would like to ask some question for the last speaker, because in the song there is British English as well as American. It is effective in its use in improving our language, and how to tell the difference. Kak Elfrida.
Iya.
Bisa dijawab untuk pertanyaannya. Saya bacakan ulang pertanyaannya untuk Kak Elfrida. I would like to ask some question for the last speaker because in the song there is British English as well as American. It is it effective in its use in improving our language, and how to tell the difference? Maybe Kak Arvidanya have a problem. Okay, next question. I would like to ask some question for speaker 2. What are the advance of using mind mapping over other methods, and what it is the right way to create an effective learning atmosphere using this method? Kak Siti Anissa.
Okay, thank you. Before the who asked me, okay, the advantages for the mind mapping. As we know, the mind mapping to help students brainstorm and explore any idea, concept, and or the material in this selection learning. And beside brainstorming, mind mapping can facilitate a better understanding or relationship and connection between idea and concept, and it is become a real strange the study. And then the third is mind mapping make it easy to communicate new ideas and thought process. And then mind mapping helps students to take notes and plan tasks. And the last is mind mapping make it easy to organize ideas and concept. And for the next question, how to, sorry? Okay, sorry, how to create, yeah, okay. And the next question, how to create in the class. Before Buzan suggests the following guidelines or creating mind mapping. The first center in image of the topic, something like part of body or any weather, and then use image like symbol, codes, dimension, like chart, diagram. It is can be used, and then select word and print user paper, and then the line should be connected starting from central image, and then the central image are thicker, organized, thicker, and they radiate from the center. Develop your style of mind mapping, and then use emphasis and show associate in our mind mapping. And the last, keep the mind mapping clear by using radial hierarchy, numerical order, and outline to embrace our branches. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Siti Anissa. And next, the last question, I would like to give some question for the fourth speaker. What is a easy and fasty way to make our pronunciation in English better and fluent with this method? Kak Audita.
Okay, thank you for Diandra Putri ask question. Let's give my question. What is easy and a fast way to make our pronunciation in English better and fluent in with this method? Sebenarnya ini bahasa juga nggak apa-apa kan ya. Jadi sebenarnya kalau pengucapan dalam bahasa Inggris itu bisa juga melalui dengan native speaker. Native speaker bisa juga melalui dengan bisa melalui dengan rekaman atau bisa juga dengan menonton TV atau bisa juga atau bisa juga semoga tuh gimana sih kalau bahasa Inggris tuh lebih mudah dan cepat tuh biasanya kan kalau bahasa Inggris itu tuh biasanya yang lebih lancar biasanya melalui dengan rekaman atau bisa juga melalui lagu atau bisa juga melalui dengan musik gitu. Mungkin cukup sekian jawabnya. Terima kasih.
Oke, terima kasih. Thank you for all presenter for sharing your knowledge and experience in today's discussion. And countless thanks for all participants, your active participation. Dear participant, for your information, this webinar in the second session of the 7th Student Research Expo 2022, we would like to invite you to join our next event, International Seminar, Innovation and Challenges on Teaching and Learning in 4.0 era, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was the event of our webinar today and hope to see you all next time. Thank you for your participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.